We'll upload now three different files in different ways. Yeah, as you can see here, the main difference would be that we will specify first strip outer array false. Yeah, that's the default option when this is an option for the JSON file format that further apply to copy into, let's say. But by default, when you load the JSON, strip outer array is false, and the Snowflake will upload whatever there is in that file. So we have three different employee details, details files. Let's have a look at them. They are in the data directory. So we have the employee details JSON. That's the one. And as you can see, that's a hierarchical. That's a hierarchy. That's a nice hierarchy here because we don't have recursive hierarchy. We have a top employee details here, which is an array. Yeah, remember this. That's an array on top, and then each employee has children and has city lived. Yeah, these are two different arrays. Okay, you may have an embedded object here, phone number. Yeah, as you can see here. Let's see. Yeah, we got it here as well. Children, city lived. Let's see what else. City lived, yeah. Places, yeah. Years lived. You see, inside cities lived, you may have an array of scalar values. Yeah, these are arrays of strings. Okay, so the next one will be employee details array. And what's the difference here? Yeah, if you look at this one has one single top object, yeah, one single top object, which is employee details. Employee details, that's an array with all the employees. Employee details array will simply strip out the employee details object and will keep only this array. So yeah, that's an important difference because employee details array, that's an array of objects. Employee details JSON has one single top object. And finally, employee details array in ND-JSON format is basically, if you look at this, if you have a look, we have the exact same data that we had before in employees details array, except that every object appears on one single line, and there are no square brackets here for the top array, and there are no comma delimiters at the end of each object. So this is a new line delimited JSON. And why is important? Because yes, you may look for a new line and split up large files in a very easy way, looking for using a regular expression. And splitting up a large file, very large file, is very important for the ingestion process. Let's execute the first script and see what we get. Okay, so basically we created also a file format, type JSON. We created a stage using this file format. Then we uploaded the first file. Remember, by default, auto compress is on, and as you can see here, the local file has been automatically gzipped, while locally before being uploaded in the stage. Okay, this happens with each of the three different JSON files. Okay, the third one was ND-JSON actually. That's good. We created the tables, the three tables, and then with the employee details, remember, employee details is the one with one top object. Okay, so we uploaded one single row. Yeah, this was good. For the second one, yeah, the second one is the one with the array. Yeah, with the array of three different objects. But look, one single row as well. Yeah, that's important. For the third one, ND-JSON, remember, three different rows. So each different line went into one specific row. Okay, let's have a look now at the second file, load with strip. Yeah, with strip array true. where is the difference? Yeah, as you can see here, this is where the difference is, because yeah, I specified other parameters as well, but most of them are defaults, or they have no impact with our content here. But stripped outer array by default is false. Yeah, right before we didn't specify anything, it was false. Yeah, right now it's true. Okay, let's have a look. No significant difference here. No significant difference here. Let's see what's been produced. This is interesting. You see here. Right now, rows loaded 3 for the one with an array, not the ND-JSON. ND-JSON remains with 3 rows loaded, but the one in the middle with an array of 3 different employees right now has been split up on 3 different rows. Remember this one because it's important. If you have a JSON file with, let's say, millions or even billions of objects, you can basically use strip after array true to split up basically this file when uploaded into multiple rows. Each individual object will be loaded into a different row, into a different cell, and you'll see later on, or I can tell you already, that there are limitations with JSON. Any variant data type, for whatever, for any cell basically in a storing cell in Snowflake, can have maximum 16 megabytes. So you can imagine if you come up with a file of 1 gigabyte, or I don't know, even less than this, but you may need to split it up. Yeah, if you can get each individual object with less than 16 megabytes. Some very important options from the copy into table from location command. Just remember, there is also the other command, copy into location from table for unloads. Right now, we're talking about uploads. And yeah, I have 2 slides here with main copy into options specifically for JSON files. So first of all, yeah, definitely you can specify a file format, and you can specify a file format by name with a file format previously defined, or in an explicit manner, very similar manner to the ones that you use when you call create file format. You can say type JSON and so on. So other options here, you can see you can specify a list of files. Yeah, maximum 1000 files. You can specify a pattern just to filter out, some files from the stage that you don't want to upload at that moment. Okay, so all this refer to the files that you have in the stage. Validation mode, yeah, this is important, and there is no default. But once you specify a validation mode, this means that no data will be loaded. Yeah, even when everything is okay, you just want to perform some validation. You just want to see if there are errors and to return those errors. And yeah, definitely, as you can see here, there are some options: return n rows with n a specific number, return errors, return all errors. Yeah, it depends if you want a lot of details or not. Okay, then you may have an error. Yeah, what's happening when you encounter an error? Because yeah, when you deal with very large files and your process may take hours, maybe you don't want to retry the whole process from the start. So in this case, you may say one error, continue, and take care of the errors later on. But by default, yeah, you have a on error abort statement. So definitely everything will be aborted. By default, skip file, yeah, is skip file for a snowpipe. As you can see, you may have a skip file underscore a number, specific number, or skip file number and as a percent. Okay. Return failed only, yeah, by default is false, but yeah, definitely if you want just the failed entries, you can turn it to true. False. By default is false, but if you set it true, you can reload any file, even if it was loaded before. You remember I told you about this. If you already loaded by default, if you already loaded in the table successfully, the file, it will not be reloaded again otherwise. Load uncertain files by default is false. Okay. This has to do with a lot of files older than 64 days. Yeah, check the documentation for more information. But yeah, this is what's about. Size limit n. Yeah, a specific number. What does it mean? This may load up to a specific size. If you have 3 gigabytes in a file, you may load just 1 mega and stop it after, just to test everything, or maybe it's enough. Yeah, by default, yeah, this is none, so there is no limit. Purge by default is false, but yeah, if you want to delete the file automatically after a successful load, set it to true. You have other specific options for the process of uploading data in the table. So match by column name relates to the case sensitivity, and there's between the JSON data and the table column names. Yeah. Include metadata. You have metadata dollar fields that you can include, yeah, in your transfer. By default, there is none. Enforce length, yeah, by default is true. The last two ones, enforce length and truncate columns, are basically alternatives. Let's have a look at them. Enforce length, okay, that's about the string values. If the length is more than what's allowed to be uploaded in the specific varchar, let's say, uh, okay, it will be loaded if it's less. Yeah, if the length is less. Otherwise, it will automatically truncate. Yeah, with enforced length true. Truncate columns by default is false. Yeah, once again, it's about truncation. But if you turn this to true, truncate columns, yeah, to true, yeah, this will automatically truncate them. Or if you turn it to false, as it is right now, it will throw an error. Yeah, in this case, if enforced length, yeah, if it's false, and if you try to upload data which is larger than what you already have there.